1 year ownership of my car.
1 year ownership of this car.
The 1 year ownership of a 392 from a YouTube. What's up? Hemi boy, back with another banger video. So as y'all can see from the title, this is gonna be, I'm gonna give y'all five pros and cons on the 1 year ownership of a 392 from a V8 point of view or from a Dodge point of view. I don't know. This is just something for if you consider buying the 392. And I'm making this video at a crazy time. I'll get to that in a second. If you're thinking about getting 392, you should watch this video. If you're thinking, should you upgrade, you should watch this video. This is going to be just my opinion, you know. Disclaimer, I love my car. Wouldn't trade it for the world. We're going to get into that in a second. Ton twist right there. If y'all new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. What you're gonna find here is vlogs, car meets, sliding, burnout, drifting, car shows, track this year, drag strip this year, family. We're gonna get some pranks going. If y'all like this video, hit that like button, and no further ado, let's get going.
Hey man, it's Mr. Goddamn Show. Y'all go ahead and fuck with Hemi boy, real life. We tapped in, you know what I'm saying? Boy can't out all the way from Kentucky. Hey.
Niggas like where you get that. You already know Bella been touching big racks. Run up on me, I split his face like a Kit Kat. Yeah, I'm from Kentucky, but I'm riding in a Hellcat. You say you need a cup of peas, yeah, we'll mail that. Crack the vacuum seal, hell yeah, you gon' smell that. If you get down, yeah, we know you gon' tell that. Lindsay's on my feet, hell no, he can't spell that. I'm MJ, so I guess you carry. I pay $800 Micah Mary.
All right, YouTube, we're back. So I was sitting here writing, and I was like, had to think really, truly hard and to be genuine about the pros and cons about this car. So I think I'm gonna go back and forth between pros and cons. I got it written down so I don't say the same one twice or I forget one. Instead of hitting you with all the pros and did all the cons, and you might forget about all the pros and hear the cons, so I might hit you with all the cons and scare you for buying the 392 before you even get to the pros. You're like, nah, I'm just gonna hit you with the left and the right, with a good one and a bad thing. So let's start this video right now. So for those who just now catching the channel, I drive a 2017 392 Daytona. Love my car. Came from a 2016 RT B5 Blue. Love that car. But the difference between that car, the RT and this, or the V6 in this, and the body style that I had, if I can find a picture, I'll pop it up. So the way that car looks, I just wasn't satisfied because it wasn't aggressive enough. The main reason why I love this car, with the first thing I'm hitting you with the pros, is the way that it looks. The way that this car looks compared to the older Dodges that come with the hood or the bumpers, the SRT, I guess that's what you want to call it, the SRT package on the V6s. No shade to no V6s, V6 guys, GTs, XSTs, rallies. No shade to nobody catching this video. I hate that y'all have that because my RT did. That's the only reason I hate it. I believe that all the RTs from the factory should look like how they do now. Because you get the V8, you're spending different money on the V8. The way that my car looks, if I have I'll pop it up now. I mean, that's how it looks. And that's what I love about this car. So let's not go into further detail. I can keep talking about how it looks, but that's one of the pros. Cons. Gas is one of the major things about this car that is a con. You used to drive with a V6 and you're getting, we ain't gonna talk about gas prices yet. You have to use premium. Bruh. Did I say that weird? You have to use premium in this car, period. Not to mention, I'm making this video on March 11th, and gas prices is every bit of $5 a gallon for premium. Then if you drive it like a granny, great gas mileage. But then my thing is, if you are buying a 392, the chances you driving this like a granny, it's gonna be slim to none. Now, granted, I know people who buy just pull it out on the weekends or whatever. If you're that type of buyer to where this is not your daily car, we're talking about daily use too, by the way, or even regular use. Because if you have fun in it, you're gonna be using a lot of gas. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. Gas is probably my number one con in this car. There's 3 payments. Let me say this, and I'm on to the next thing. There's 3 payments: car payment, insurance payment, gas payment. If you can't budget off them 3 in there, and I learned this the hard way, because y'all see what I do in my car, don't upgrade. So that's the first con. Back to the Pro. This is the second Pro. So I don't know if I'll be able to find a picture of the inside of my car, inside of my RT, but no shade, like I said, against nobody else who drives an RT that has those cloth seats there, but I hated that. These seats in here, when I was searching for a new car, I didn't want a Scat Pack, and if I did get a Scat Pack, it had to be the Alcantara and leather red seats, or the black and leather seats, or I wanted the SRT. So when I started searching for the car, I was looking for SRT because I wanted the full leather seats, just like the Hellcat. And for y'all don't know, the SRT is basically everything the Hellcat has on the inside. That's what the SRTs have. Then I started looking at TAs. I mean, not TAs because I couldn't drive a 2-door. I started looking at Daytonas and Scat Packs. I was looking for them, but I had to get these seats. New to the channel. These are those Alcantara and suede seats right there. My interior just had to be upgraded. You know, it had to be. The second con, maintenance, baby. Y'all better be ready for this maintenance. Because what I mean by maintenance, I'm just going to go in order from what I wrote down. Brakes and rotors. Do your research of how much your brakes and rotors cost on your car and how much they cost on my car. Because I didn't believe it. I still didn't believe it. And I don't need rotors. I just bought some pads. I need to put them on. But the rotors, bro, do research. Tires. Now, granted, I know people say, well, you drive your car like crazy. You dog your car. Man, whatever. Tires. I feel like if you buy a sports car, you're going to do a burnout or 2. Now, depending on if you get addicted, that 1 or 2 might turn into 3 or 4, and then you buying tires all the time. Now, granted, I don't buy new tires all the time. Why buy new tires when there's a million used tire shops and you can go buy used tires and just kill them? It's stupid to buy new. Now, I buy new if I'm going out of town, I'm going to an event, and I'm going to be sliding out of town, and I got to drive home. You know, and then that's another reason, too, why I don't go crazy, because tires is not cheap. I'd be lightweight ashamed to tell y'all how much I spent on tires from January to this video. I'm not even going to tell y'all. Maybe I might tell y'all at the end of the video. Oil change. Y'all better get ready for a 120, 130. If you go to Dodge, 150 oil change. This oil change, this bad boy is serious. Now, depending on how much you drive it, you might even get 1, 2, 3 a year. I'm driving this thing. It's my daily, so I'm getting the oil change probably once every. Then when you sliding, you know, you burning more. You know, so I probably got, not because of miles, 6, 7 oil changes since I had this car, maybe more. So, now great, I had the plug on that, so I wasn't spending all, full price on it, but oil change. Let's go to the third Pro, power/sound. And I could have made that 2 different ones, but I'm gonna give y'all that together. Power and sound. Just respect the power, because this ain't to be played with. Ain't no car. And I said the 392 Dodge. So it's special, nothing like that. But for people who's looking to buy this specific car, be careful. The power is fun, but it can also be dangerous. Power is definitely a big thing. Sound with the power, because that comes with it. When you go from a V6, especially V6, to this sound, you're going to think that you're in a Ferrari, the sound-wise, because you're going to love how it rumbles, how it pops, the cold start. Your neighbor's going to hate you. My neighbors hate me. Blah, blah, blah. The sound is amazing. I live in Louisville, Kentucky. When I go home, and I'm riding through downtown at late night, and I drop it and I put it in manual, and I drop a gear, and just to hear the high RPMs up, and then you got track mode or sport mode on, so the active exhaust is open, and you just let it just, you just let it roar. Ain't nothing better than that. That's all I'm gonna say. If you haven't experienced that, when you test drive your 392, put in this manual mode, and say you in third gear and the RPM is down and you about to slow down, just drop it a gear early and let the engine slow you down and just get off the gas. Number 3 is power and sound pros. So now we're on the third con. The third con that I have for you guys is insurance. Now, I know this is going to vary to every buyer. We ain't talking about the 50-year-old buyer, the 45-year-old buyer, the guy that's been married for years, that had the same policy for 15, 20 years. We ain't talking about the guy who has a perfect driving record. We're not talking about you guys. Obviously, your insurance is locked. It's going to be set in stone to what it is, obviously. We're talking about people like me, first sports car, couple speeding tickets, couple issues on your license. I don't have no DUIs. You can look that up. I don't play that at all. DUI people, no insurance, having people getting caught. Where I live in state Kentucky, if you get caught with no insurance, they take your license for so long, and once you get your license back, you get insurance, your premiums through the roof. And it will depend on what state you live in. I live in Kentucky. Our insurance, because it's a no-fault state, which I still don't know what that means. If anybody know what that means, drop a comment below. I've been trying to figure that out forever. We're a no-fault state, so our insurance rates is high. You can go literally across the bridge over to Indiana, and your insurance rate is going to drop in half. I don't know why, but yeah, that's that. Like I said, there's 3 payments in this car: car payment, insurance, and gas. If you can't afford all of that, bro, do not get this car. It's fun, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I threw a lot of money away to be having my hobby, and I know that. All right, so now we go back to the pro. Now, this is where I was starting to get. I was trying to figure out like where I was gonna go with these, but suspension. Number 4. If you look at my car, and then you look at a RT or even a Scat Pack, and I'll say my car because the Daytonas sit different. Do your research. The Daytonas come out the factory a little different. That's why these cost more. It ain't just because it got stickers on it, vinyl stickers on the side of the trunk say Daytona, and the roof wrap and the hood has Hemi. This is different. Do your research. I promise you. SRTs come with a different suspension. Now, I think some Scat Packs, when you order it, you can get the suspension that the Daytonas have and the SRTs, but I think it's just a little bit of a different suspension. I don't know what it is. I haven't done my homework, but I could just look at the height difference between a Scat Pack, Daytona, SRT, and it's almost like a RT. You can see the height difference, like, and the SRT sit like a Hellcat. So I don't know, but yeah. So suspension of this car, I love it. I love the way that when you hit it, it bounces. It gives you that sport car.
What?
That sport car feel. I don't know, suspension. Number 4 con. Yeah, 4 con. Police. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I got family members as police. I got friends as police. Police might be seeing this. Whatever. I don't care what you say. There are good people and bad people in this world of all shapes and colors, all organizations, everything. I don't care what you say. You can't tell me no different. If we're on the highway and a Lexus is speeding going 90 and the speed limit is 70, and I'm running 82, 83, I'm getting pulled over, and that Lexus, whatever I said, is not even gonna get looked at. So that's what I mean by police. Police who hate these cars because of the bad stuff that it comes with it. I'm part of that, and so I take full ownership of that, bro. If you're in this car, you're gonna be looked at. I don't care if you're white, black, Chinese, Hispanic, whatever you are, you're gonna be looked at by the police because this car just gives off those vibes. I don't even want to say the word, but it gives off those vibes. You know what I mean? So be cautious of that. You know, if you're a Camry driver and you want to buy an SRT, be cautious when it's time to pick and choose who they're gonna pull over. And you loud, and you sound good, and you look good, then they're getting you. I promise you that. And depending on the color that you get to, hey, like I said, police. So we're gonna move off that. The last pro, the differential that this car has. The differential that this car has is what be able to make you be able to slide. And I'm gonna say this real fast. If you're trying to slide and you don't like all the cons that you're hearing, buy you an upgraded diff and put it in your car. But if you just try to get it slide because you got the new body style, V6 or RT with the hood, and you're satisfied with that power because you just got it, you really don't want to upgrade yet and get, you know, a bigger car payment or bigger loan, the bigger interest rate, just buy the diff. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you headache if you're trying to do burnouts and slide. That's what I mean by that. And this is coming from a slider point of view of this car, obviously. So, buy the diff. But mine came with the diff. All 392s come with the diff. 392s and above. It don't matter if it's Challenger or Charger, it's coming with the diff. The last con that I'm going to give you guys is I thought you loved the interior. It's the interior / Uconnect. And what I mean by interior is like, yes, I love this interior better than my RT. But if you get in my RT and you get in this and you look right here, Dodge didn't change nothing besides they give us a different steering wheel, Daytona on the dashboard, cluster insert that has 180 on the thing instead of 160. They might upgrade the Uconnect to where you got performance pages. They might upgrade the screen when you start it. It might say Hellcat, Scat Pack, Shaker, Dot, whatever. It's all little computer mods, you know, like Dodge thought smarter instead of harder. Like, what can we do to change these cars now and have to make more parts? They just changed the computer side of it. So I'm sitting in the Hellcat right now. Basically, it looks the same. You know, the only thing I'm gonna get is the full leather, a different steering wheel. The Uconnect's gonna be the same. The button arrangement's gonna be the same. In the Hellcat, they changed the start button from black on mine to red. They changed the cluster inserts to red. I mean, like I said, I love Dodge, but one of the cons is like all these cars do look alike. And the Uconnect. The Uconnect, I don't give a heck if you got a brand new a brand new Durango Hellcat 2021. I know people that's having Uconnect issues in this. I just had, if y'all go back to the previous videos, I had to fix my Uconnect and I thought it was done. So, this is a long video. A lot of talking, guys. I'm so sorry. I just want to give y'all just an in-depth pros and cons of a 392 from a 392 own. Would I recommend anybody going to get one? Yes. Just before you buy anything, you should have a good idea of why you buying the car. You know, I bought this car to slide and for it to be my daily. If y'all like that video, hit that like button. Got monetized. Giveaways coming. I don't know how I'm gonna do the giveaway yet, man. I'm still trying to figure out how can I get people involved and engaged in my videos to get the giveaway going. Somebody help me. Drop a comment below of how can I do a giveaway. Thanks for watching. We out.
Drug, she might fix, and I'm all up in her mix. She be mixing with the wrist. She the plug, she finesse.